All right, then, no nonsense 80% win rate strategy. In this video, I'm not going to show you the strategy. I'm just going to show you examples, because I think a lot of people have been requesting that I just do videos where I show you the examples of trades I've taken recently. So before we get into it, like and subscribe and leave a comment, and let's get into this and see what we can do. So looking like we actually have got a trade here that we had on Friday evening. You can see we came down, swept liquidity. Lovely V-shape back up. Pretty clear and obvious gap. Good close above. Very, very simple. 1 to 1. Then I would have left a runner. Probably taken half off about halfway up this. So I probably would have only got a scale half and break even here. Essentially what I'm looking for here is I've got my accumulation, my manipulation below, and then my distribution back up. We didn't get full distribution because we were super bearish overall, as you can see. Really, really bearish last week because I think of the tariffs coming into place. After we got that huge pump midweek because of earnings for Meta and Microsoft being so strong, you can see massive pump. And then since then, we've been having a nice retrace here. We're down, what we're looking at, like, we're down about 1,000 points from the all-time high, which is the area where you could start looking for shorts again, actually. But I mean, just look at this chart. Do I really need to tell you the strategy here? Like, you can see these V-shaped recoveries. Basically, all of these V-shapes here, pretty much all of them would have worked back to the upside. You can see because we're at all-time highs. This one was a banger. I can remember taking so many of these. You can see they happen so often where you basically just come down, sweep a key level of liquidity. Like this one here, V-shape back up, absolutely romp to the upside. Happens constantly on the charts, doesn't it? This is basically all I do. It's very, very simple strategy. You're just looking for these V-shaped recoveries, basically. Sweep of liquidity, inverted fair value gap for your entry model. But obviously last week was a bit of a weird one because it was so goddamn bearish. But I mean, even in this local area here, you can see there's trades here. Look at this one. This one was literally just what we're looking at here like 2 hours ago. Bullish market, accumulation, manipulation below. Lovely bounce back to the upside. Fair value gap closed above. Targeting a 1 for 1. Stop loss if we close back below the inverted fair value gap here, as you can see. This would have won if my magnet can stop messing around. There we go. This would have won basically instantly. Go break even on the rest, have runners to here, and a final runner probably to here. Or you could hold a runner for much higher if you wanted to, but you can see this was a beast of a trade, would have worked out as well. Really, really good strategy, man. This 1 minute trade was actually really good here. You can see we swept out the buy side and then the sell side and then the buy side, and then you can see we ran all the way up. Absolutely incredible. We got something here. I suppose this is we wouldn't really count this because it is, obviously we're swapping over into the new week. Even this V-shape here would have worked. You can see there's so many opportunities to be getting into these markets all the time. This one down here was the 5 minute, wasn't it? You also could have, I think there was a 30-second or something down here that I was looking at as well. But you can see these opportunities, they happen all the time. I think even this one here would have worked. Pretty, I mean, it's not super obvious, but there is a gap here. I guess you just want to take the cleanest ones possible. You can see we were super bearish here. This was another trade. You can see we had this massive drop. We started to accumulate. This was in Asia session, sadly, so I was asleep. You can see you've got accumulation, manipulation below. V-shape back up. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Massive fair value gap here that you could have taken. Those above, obviously we got a little bit of drawdown. We came back up and hit the 1 for 1. You could have had your 1 for 1 here, so maybe a runner up towards this high here. You may have got filled on a second runner here, depending on where you put your take profit. I tend to put my TPs a little bit before the highs, so I may have got filled on a second runner here, but obviously the rest break even on this one again because we are bearish, as you can see. There was another banger trade here. I mean, how many of these do I need to show you guys, really? V-shaped recovery. All you want is a good sweep of liquidity and a good V-shape back up is your absolute key components. Great fair value gap here. You can see we're coming down. We start to consolidate. We get the manipulation and then we get the distribution back up with the massive liquidity sweep of that key level. Close back above the fair value gap. Targeting a 1 for 1. as you can see. Go break even on the rest. Have a second runner maybe up like halfway up this, somewhere here, which would have got filled. The rest of it obviously would have got break evened. Because obviously you go break even on the rest, but you can see this would have been a 2-to-1 trade. These just happen all the time, guys. I can't even tell you. Was there one up here? I think this day was a bit of a weird one. Didn't really get any entries on this drop here that we saw for this open. But you can see these V-shapes happen all the time. Massive V-shape here that went to all-time highs. I think there was another trade back here somewhere that would have worked as well. But there was just loads and loads of trades, guys. I'm not going to bore you too much in this video. I'm just going to keep it really short and sweet. I mean, last week there was like 4 or 5 trades that would have been winners. This is all you need to do. You don't need to get massive like 1 to 100 RRs. You can just get these 1-for-1s and then basically just check out and go, you know what, that worked for me. I'm sure there was a good trade on gold as well. Obviously, we've had a lot of volatility recently because we've had the crazy movement in the markets that we've been. I mean, this was a good trade here. Look at this one. Although it took a little bit of a while to play out. Probably would have been better on the 15-minute there. I think I did take this 15-minute. This accumulation, manipulation below the level, V-shape back up, inverted fair value gap. Nice and obvious, really good momentum back to the upside on the 15. Start getting a 1-for-1, 1-for-1 gets hit. Leave runners halfway all the way back up towards this high. One about halfway up, and then one up to the high. You can see this took a few days to play out because it took such a long time to play out because it's the 15-minute. But as you can see, absolute bangers all the time, guys. Do like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've got any questions, and if you want to get involved, get signals and alerts for this, you can get them in the private Discord, link in the description. Thanks for watching.